everyone, so this video review is for Haunted by Myth by Barbara Ann Wright. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog there is a link within the post. And this is the video review, so Haunted by Myth by Barbara Ann Wright. This was really mythical and magical all at the same time and made a great adventure. Chloe's sister dies suddenly, and Chloe finds herself thrust from her kind of really boring life that she really didn't think was great into the excitement of her sister's job of hunting monsters and ghosts and dealing with things all sort of mythical and magical in the world. And then Helen of Troy, who is a big mythical character, sort of historic and myth based character, has an established sanctuary where mythical creatures on Earth go and they sort of are taken care of, and Chloe tries to shut it down. So instantly Helen's determined to stop her, but for good. Like, she's like, I'm having someone running around getting rid of mythical creatures and sending them back to places and getting rid of ghosts. She's not having it. Like, she does good for them and she doesn't like this. So but this is bigger than both of them, and there's an attraction that they can't fight, and then some of the creatures just won't go without a fight either. So they've got a lot going on here. But it was such a unique and intriguing idea for a story. Like, Chloe and Helen, they had this connection, and it was determined to get in the way of them being a nemesis to one another, which is what they really thought they were. And it just made the whole thing so much more fun, because it added that layer in there where they weren't quite sure whether they should do anything about this attraction, because they were so rooted in the fact that what either one of them wanted wasn't what the other one wanted, and therefore the other one had a job and a purpose to stop the other one. It was amazing. And there were darker mythical beings playing on both Helen and Chloe's strengths and weaknesses. They saw these vulnerabilities in them and between them, and they thought, yeah, we'll play this for our own agendas. So that made it really fun. And trying to work out who was who and why they were doing what they were doing was all part of the mystery that had me just as puzzled as our leading ladies in this, because they had to figure out whether it was something else, or whether it was one of the creatures that Helen had been looking after, or whether it was something more, or something that Chloe had summoned or not sent back properly, or something her sister had not done properly or something. And so they had so much to unpack and work out, and then try to figure out what to do next, and whether they should work together as a team, or whether they were still working against each other, which wasn't going to solve anything, because that's what the creatures were using to play on. Whilst you're busy working against each other, we'll get busy at something else. So for a long while, Chloe and Helen, they're fighting this attraction. They're using it almost as a weapon against themselves. It's getting right in their way. It's holding them back from finding out the truth. It's holding them back from working together. But when they can't deny it anymore, they end up making this really great team. They're such a good team. And then there's this whole cast of characters with them that help make the story exciting, add fun moments, add that little pinch of humour, and all the mythical creatures and their different purposes. So even Chloe has connections to mythical creatures and ghosts and exciting things going on there. The supernatural and not quite of this world, very otherworldly, and makes really exciting. They involve themselves in the story. They have their own character which just shines, and it's great the way they interact with her and Helen, and they just make the story that extra bit special. But I really enjoyed the story. It captured my imagination, it gave me pause for thought, and it allowed me to indulge in another otherworldly adventure, which is absolutely great. It's always fun to explore in the unknown and get all excited by the fact that these mythical creatures and all sorts could be actually among us. It's just amazing. It's so imaginative, and I really, really love it, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of Haunted by Myth by Barbara Ann Wright, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read Haunted by Myth, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share and let us know. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on YouTube Read List, so you're now super excited and thinking, yeah, I want to read that, then again, please do share, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye!